Hi students, today we will look at this video about the change of subject. It will be on your textbook, page 3.21 to page 3.27. And this topic is very important. When you go to higher form, you will always see this kind of question, change of subject. So what is it? Look at this rectangle. You can see that the area, we have the formula. Area equals to W times an unknown. What does the unknown represent? W will be the width, and then the unknown actually is the length of the rectangle. So for this formula, A equals to WL, A actually is a single variable on one side, that means the left-hand side, and it is expressed in terms of other variables, that means A equals to WL. So A actually is the subject, okay, subject of the formula. But how about if we rewrite it in this way? So the unknown equals to A over W. It equals to area over the width. So this time this variable is the subject of the formula because it is on one side only. So this time we change the subject from A to this unknown. So this process we call it the change of subject. So we can also change the subject as W. Okay, like this. W equals to A over this unknown. This unknown actually is L. So W equals to A over L, then W is the subject of the formula. So you can see this. Okay, look at these follow-up questions. Can you give me the subject of each of the formulas? For the first one, what would be the subject? Yes, it will be Y. How about part B, which is the subject? This is M. And part C, look at this. We only have X on the right-hand side, so the subject is X. And at the same time, for part D, the subject would be C. Like this. So why do we need to change it? Why do we want to change the subject of the formula? Because sometimes when we change the subject, we can simplify the calculation. Look at this example. Okay, this is the temperature. Okay, F equals to 9 over 5 C plus 32. So C is the degree Celsius, and then F is the degree of Fahrenheit. And then we try to change the subject. First of all, the subject is F. For this formula. What if we want to use the subject C? Okay, maybe we have to change the subject. Okay, when F equal to 122, if we don't change the subject, we want to find C, we have to do a lot of calculations so that we can find out C is equal to 50. But if we can try to change the subject first, okay, now by changing subject, keep in mind, you just want C on one side only. So the other terms, you have to change it into another side, transpose it into another side. For example, this kind of formula, we first of all transpose the plus 32 to becomes minus 32 on the left-hand side. Okay? Next, we transpose the times 9 over 5 becomes times 5 over 9 on the left-hand side. So after that, we rewrite it, we can say that, oh, C is actually 5 over 9 times the bracket of F minus 32. So we've done the change of subject. C is now the subject of the formula. Okay, then we can find out what C is if we know what F is. Like this, when F equals to 122, now you can just simply, okay, substitute F into this formula. Then you can quickly find out what C is. C equals to 50. So see more examples. Example 1, we try to find A as the subject of the formula. Okay, we have to transpose the term. What should I do first? We can divide 4 on both sides. That means b over 4 actually is equals to a minus 7. Then we add 7 on both sides, so you get this. b over 4 plus 7 equals to a. Usually, we write the subject on the left-hand side, so we rewrite it as a equals to b over 4 plus 7. That's the final answer. Another example. We try to make x the subject of the formula, this formula. So what do I do? Now you can see that x is both on left-hand side and the right-hand side. So first, we try to expand the bracket. We move this bracket by expansion. So we expand this as 5x minus 5y, okay, on the left-hand side. Next, we would transpose the terms with x on the same side, okay? That means we change the plus 2x on the right-hand side to become minus 2x on the left-hand side. And for the minus 5y plus 3, originally it is on the left-hand side. We transpose it to the right-hand side. We get plus 5y minus 3. Therefore, we get this 5x minus 2x equals to y plus 5y minus 3. We combine the like terms. We have 3x equals to 6y minus 3. And we still have 3 on the left-hand side, so we divide it by 3 on both sides, like this. And actually, when you look at the right-hand side, for the numerator, okay, you can try to, okay, find the common factor. That means 3. So for the numerator, it's 3 times bracket of 2y minus 1. So 3 and 3, you can cancel these two common factors. After that, on the right-hand side, you get 2y minus 1. So x equals 2y minus 1. This is the final answer. Okay, look at these follow-up questions. Part A, we have to make P subject of the formula. And then for part B, we will do the method of substitution to find P. For part A first. Part A, we try to transpose the plus 2m to becomes negative 2m. So g minus 2m equals to np. And still we have n for the right-hand side. We divided n on both sides. So we get p on the one side. So p is actually equals to g minus 2m over n. And for part B, we simply substitute these numbers into the formula. We get this, p equals to 4 minus 2 times 1 over 2. It's actually 2 over 2, so p equals to 1. Okay, look at one applicational questions. This time you have a cylinder. The total surface area is 8 cm squared. And then we can find out this total surface area by the formula. A equals to 2 pi rh plus 2 pi r squared. And then r actually is the radius of the base circle, and h is the height of the cylinder. Part A, what should I do? Make h the subject of the formula. And part B, we try to use the method of substitution. If we know that the total surface area, A, is 48 pi cm squared, and base radius, R, is 3 cm. We found out the height. Let's do part A first. So the original formula is this. First, we try to transpose the plus 2 pi r squared to the left-hand side. And then we divided both sides by 2 pi r. So we get h equals this. So we can put h on the left-hand side, and then we can do simplification. We can get h equals to a divided by 2 pi r minus r. So this is the answer for part A. For part B, we know that a equals to 48 pi and r equals to 3. We do the method of substitution. So we substitute a equals to 48 pi and r equals to 3 into this formula, we can get h equals to 48 pi over actually 6 pi minus 3. So h equals to 8 minus 3, so it will be 5. So the height is 5 cm. So you find the answer. So this is a video about the change of subject. Try your best on the quiz, and we will see you during the lesson. See you next time.